Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to I'm Not Repeating Myself podcast. I'm your host, Mike, and I hope you heard what I said the first time because I'm not repeating myself. Glad everybody could be with me on this good Monday. Glad everybody tapping in with me. Please make sure that you subscribe to me on Apple, Spotify, SoundCloud, and YouTube, of course. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. It doesn't cost nothing for y'all to do that for me. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Appreciate it. And again, thank y'all for rocking out with me. 16 weeks into this thing, man. Again, time don't wait for nobody, man. September is next week, man. September is next week already. Like, and you already know my motto. Once September get here, year is over, man. Hope everybody had a good weekend. I definitely did. I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into this, man. So first up, Fivio Foreign has some choice words, man, for I would even say like on no negative shit. Just I found it very, very, very funny. Him and Jim Jones were sitting down and they was talking about Nas, and I want to play this clip, basically speaking about his influence and the come up, who he came up on, who he looked to be when he started getting into rap. So let me go ahead, let me play this clip.
All right, let me just say one thing. What I feel. I grew up with niggas like Sosa, Gino, and I'm not saying that the man is wacky. He's not a legend. He's been out for years. Look, I got a song with the nigga, and I got a song on the album, and the album got a Grammy. But I can't sit there and say a Nas bar to you, or a song. I like One Mic, or like a song that's like.
But I can.
It's not me.
So, but I understand. So that's what I want the people to know. Like, but I can, cause Nas was my era. You understand what I'm saying? Like, Nas was my era. Like I came up fucking with Nas. Like we knew. I know the Nas shit. You heard? But moving forward, I started a whole new era and a whole new genre and a generation of people that you did. But I just be doing me. But I'm just telling you how that was. So now that we on that type of shit. So who were some of your biggest influences as rappers coming up? Like, who made you feel like you wanted to become a rapper? Who was some of the people that you wanted to dress like? Like, let me hear some of that, because that's the essence of what makes a nigga become a basketball player. What makes a nigga become, like, who was that for you?
I'm gonna keep it real. I was infatuated with Chief Keef, Chicago. The shit was so. It was just like, it was crazy. I liked it. Meek Mills. Pain was crazy. I loved Dipset. Jim Jones, Joel Santana.
Thank
you. So, where do I want to start off with this one, man? Because this is hilarious on many, many levels. All right. This whole Nas thing that's been going on over the last 3-4 months, where niggas are kind of giving backhanded compliments, or they saying he wasn't like this. We all know the back and forth Jim Jones and Nas had and all that. Now you got Fivio in the mix. Fivio Foreign was born in 1990. He's a year older than me. Now, we didn't experience in real time Illmatic, but you're not going to tell me you didn't hear Hate Me Now. You owe me, even though I don't like that record. You know, Ether, my nigga, you was 11 when Ether came out. I was 10. You get what I'm saying? One mic, of course, he said one mic. But to act like as if this man didn't have the impact that he had in the late 90s going into the early 2000s, especially coming up as a young kid, and you into rap, you couldn't avoid Nas. There's no way in hell that you can avoid Nas, bro. It's impossible. And that's someone who, everybody knows me. I get on my little thing sometimes where I troll Nas a little bit, but ultimately I recognize his greatness. You get what I'm saying? But this whole Nas thing gotta stop. Honestly, it just gotta stop. It gotta stop, bro. Like, even if you can't say, even in saying you don't know a verse, keep that to yourself. Just keep it to yourself. That's arguably, again, one of the greatest rappers of all time. His impact is felt through his music, his raps. He's arguably a lot of people's GOAT. So, again, we got to leave Nas alone when it comes to these conversations, bro. because that's just some outlier shit to say. Like, oh, I can't recite a Nas bar. I can't, oh, I heard one bro, he got plenty of songs. Plenty of songs that you could reference. And it was songs that you just really couldn't avoid. So even as you continue to get older, you go back, you listen to Illmatic. Illmatic is celebrated and championed for a reason. Damn near every song on there is what make Nas Nas. So come on, man. You telling me then the transition into this whole, oh, who did you grow up? Chief Keef, Meek Mill, and bruh, me and you were on the same age. Chief was 17 when he came out. When Chief came out, 22? Because I was about 21 when Chief came out. That man's younger than us by like 4 or 5 years, man. Like, what are we talking about, man? How can you look at now Meek Mill? Now, age-wise, Meek Mill is older than me. Meek older than me about like 4 or 5 years, something like that. But Meek really didn't kick down the door till about now. If you heard about Meek Mill like 08, 09 when he was dropping Flamers and all that, cool. But Meek Mill really didn't touch down until 2011 when he came out with the Dream Chasers mixtape, had the big hit, I'm a Boss. I was 20 when Meek Mill came out. Bro, we out of high school. This is college years. That's not you growing up. Like, your era growing up, I feel like is when you're, early teens, 10, like 8, 10, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14. Like, Wayne for me. Hove. 50 Cent. Nelly. Eminem. Kanye West. All of them. That's the niggas that we was growing up on. Again, Fivio was a year older than me. So come on, bro. Like, we gotta start telling the truth, bro. Meek Mill. Now, I'm not saying you couldn't have got influence from Meek Mill when you continue to, pursue your rap career and get older and, you putting pen. But growing up, bro, we was 20 when Meek came out, bro. We was 20 years old. Like, what are we talking about for real? And I just don't be understanding where niggas be. Like, I want to know what happened over the last, I want to say, probably 3, 4 or 5 months to where Nas has kind of been like the guy to go to. On top of, what make this shit worse? What make this shit worse is that Nas has been killing every single guest verse he's had this year. So you're not really helping your case at all. That's what make this shit even more funny. Like, you're literally not helping your case at all. Like, just leave the Nas shit alone. That's kind of where, like, I'm at with it. I don't really got too much for it because it's just so fucking funny. And then for Jim Jones to be the one sitting across, that's what make it even more funny because we all know what Jim and Nas were going through over the last, 3-4 months. But Fivio, you saying that you grew up on Chief Keef, come on, bro. There's no way in hell nobody younger than me can be a big bro. It's not possible, bro. It's not possible. Again, you was born 90. We were on the same age. Like, you could not avoid Nas. Even if you was on, when him and Jay was beefing, you was on Jay, I was on Jay's side. You still couldn't avoid Nas. It just was impossible. You didn't grow up on Chief Keef, bro. You didn't. I'm sorry. I can't give you that one. It just didn't happen. And, Fivio, he was, I forgot this nigga was locked up too. So him coming back out, just where the music at, man? Just put some music out. Just stick to the music. The commentary when it come to former rappers, legendary rappers, and speaking in the light of where it's kind of just like, it comes off disingenuous. It comes off as discrediting. And it comes off as if you're trying to diminish the impact that they had on the game. The fact of the matter is, you can't do that with Nasir Jones. You simply can't. Again, he's arguably a lot of people's top 4, top 5, arguably people's best rapper of all time. And it's that way for a reason. A guy who's been in the game since 94, out the gates with back-to-back classics. With Illmatic, it was written. Again, we all know what him and Jay did, one of the biggest rap beefs in rap history. Still rapping at an elite level today. Come on, man. Y'all leave it alone. Just going forward, when it comes to talking about legendary rappers, specifically Nas, because he seems to be the one to draw lately, just leave it alone. We're gonna go ahead. Just leave that shit alone. All right. So moving on to the next topic, man. We had some new music come out this past week, and man, it was a good week. It was a good week for music, man. Niggas was delivering, man. Niggas have been delivering this summer. Coming up on the fall, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna start off with Offset. Offset, man. All I got to say is thank you, brother. Thank you. Offset dropped a new album called Kiari, and this album is very, very, very good, man. This is a very good album. I don't have no real critiques for real, other than this is a 18-track album. And the only song that I skip for real on here is Love You Down. Other than that, this is a very, very strong album, man. I love Out the Gates Enemies. Then you got Pills. Then you got Professional. Back in That Mode. Different Species. Bodies. And then, of course, you got Love You Down, which I skip. And you got Run It Up. So from track 1 through 7, it's not one skip. Then after that, you got Run It Up, Set It Off, Folgers. I love Folgers. Folgers might be my favorite track on here. All of My Hoes, Calories, Checkmate, fire. Back Ends for Show, fire. Proud of Myself with Tizo, fire. Never Let Go, John. Shout out to that. Heartfelt record. Love that record with John Legend. Favorite Girl with Ty Dolla $ign, finishing up with Move On. This is a very, very good album, man. Offset, you delivered, brother. And like I said, if I had to rate this album, I definitely give it an 8.5. This is a very, very good album, man. Very good. Great work from Offset. Especially Offset when it comes to delivering solo projects, man. He, as far as Amigos, man, it's definitely him. Like I can't think of a project for real where I'm like, yeah, this wasn't it. Offset always delivers when it comes to his solo projects, man. He continues to put out great work. So I just want to salute him on that because this was a great album, man. Great album. Like Back Ends for Show. I played that shit on the speakers. That shit was knocking. But I love the way that he started out this album, man. With Enemies, Pills, Professional, Back in That Mode, Different Species with Gunna. Like that, them first 6 tracks. And you know, I praise Bodies. I love Bodies. That's a great record. Shout out to Jid. I spoke about his album a few weeks ago, but man, this is a great album, man. This is a great album. I hope Offset continues to put out some dope music, continues to put out another project, and he don't stop right here. But like I said, lately he's been killing this solo shit, man. He's been killing this solo shit, and it's rare for a lot of times where you have rap groups and people kind of disperse, go their separate ways, that they kind of perform on an elite level solo. You can't say that about Offset. Offset continues to deliver. He continues to deliver, bro. There's nothing that I can say, all right, he could do better on this. The production always fits. The features always fit. And just as far as his rap ability has also continued to get better too. Like he hasn't taken a step back. He hasn't remained stagnant. Like I feel like his bars has gotten better. His wordplay has gotten better. You know, his delivery on different tracks. You know, he knows when he gets on a certain beat what type of energy he got to bring. Nah, so I definitely got to salute Kiari, man. This is a very, very great album. Salute to him again. I give it an 8.5 out of 10. And you continue putting out some dope work, man. For sure. And also shout out to him. I saw him on Button Podcast. That was a great interview too. Really speaking about the direction he was going in music, his plans after music. I also say he plans on being a billionaire. So that's very, very dope to see. A lot of the times, you know, a lot of rappers, you know, they come into the game, not saying that they don't love it, but they have a plan set in place. Long-term plans. I love to hear rappers talk about long-term plans with music. Rather than them continue to put out music forever, because you can do that, or they want to transition at a certain age into making sure their money is continuously flowing and basically compounding. And I love to hear when rappers talking about, yeah, when I'm 50, I have this aspiration. They talk about a plan they're gonna put together, how they're gonna do it, what they want to transition into. It's just very dope to see because that's essentially how you want to be. As you continue to get older, you want to be, kind of cruising on the back end of your life. You don't really want to be scrapping around. You don't want to feel like you still gotta be making music. If you're making music, it's because you want to do it, not because you had to or your contract obligated you in a fucked up contract. Oh, they did this. I want to get this back. No, so it's very dope to see, especially with Offset, because he's around 33, 34 years old. So it's very dope to see that he has a plan. He's ambitious in terms of his life after music. You get what I'm saying? So that's very dope to see. Again, shout out to him. So next up, we got Ghostface. Ghostface dropped a new album called Supreme Clientele 2, of course. Supreme Clientele came out in 2000. That's arguably his best album, along with Iron Man. And man, this album is honestly in contention for album of the year for me. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, this album is amazing, bro. Amazing. Automatically, I went and I bought it. Iron Man out the gate with that energy and just that, like just coming on the mic, just killing shit. Then you got Sample 420 with MOP. You got Curtis May, love that record, with Conway and Styles P. Fourth Disciple, Windows. All the skits are crazy. All the skits are crazy. Like, all the skits fit this album. The skits are amazing and hilarious. That pause skit is fucking hilarious, bro. Yeah, all the skits fit properly on here. Georgie Porgy, I love that record. That's probably my favorite record on here. Then you got Break Beats, Beatbox, Rap Kingpin. You got The Trial. And then you got Love Me Anymore, Soul Thing, Metaphysics, Candyland, The Zoom, You My Friend. Hey, this track is 22 albums. You got about 4 or 5 skits, so you really got about, 17 just real rap tracks. This album is amazing, man. Amazing. Shout out to Ghostface. Shout out to production. Shout out to all the features on here. All the features fit. Everybody got busy. Everybody got busy, man. Everybody got busy. If I had to get this a rate, I really give this like a 9.5, bro. This album is that good. Like, it. I don't want to say classic yet, but it's trending there. With more listens, it's trending, and I definitely put it up there with the Clips as far as the album that they did this year. Like, this and the Clips album is definitely in contention for album of the year, along with Freddie, because those 3 projects, I look at them and I'm just like, they all could be in contention. But Supreme Clientele 2 was amazing, bro. I just love the energy that he came with out the gates on Iron Man, bro. Like, all right, like you setting the tone, and setting the tone on the album is very, very important because you want to make sure your listeners are staying here. So when you come out the gates with that type of energy on the track, you rapping, you getting busy, boom, then you go right into Sample 420. Curtis May, fire. And the production is amazing, bro. The production is amazing. And then every feature was properly placed where it was supposed to be at. Every feature was properly placed where it was supposed to be at, man. If I had to pick the best one, honestly, it's kind of tough. Because Method Man went crazy on You, My Friend. He did. He definitely did. Styles P on Curtis May. It's tough. Nas on Love Me Anymore. And again, I just spoke about this. Nas has had one of the best feature runs as far as a rap year. 2025, we really got to give credit to Nas for the feature run that he's been having this year, bro. Like, just killing shit, bro. Just simply hands down killing every feature that he's gotten on this year. You really, we got to start having that conversation as one of the best feature years for Nas, for sure. We got to put him up there. And honestly, I want Ghostface to come back around with another one, man. That's how great this album was, bro. Again, I give this shit a 9.5, bro, because it's literally right there. I hit play and run this shit straight through. Again, all the skits are fitting. We got to get back to having dope skits on albums too. Again, this has been a great year for the veteran rappers in the game. All the best albums really coming from, all the rappers from the 90s era. You get what I'm saying? Or or they're in their late 30s. All of them have been killing, bro. Like 35 and up crew, killing shit. Killing shit. We talking about niggas who damn near in their 50s. Some in their 50s. Malice just turned 52. I don't know how old Ghostface is, but I think he's around late 40s. Everybody still sounds sharp. That's the thing. Like, you could tell niggas really got in the booth prior. It was putting them reps up. They just wasn't like, all right, I'm gonna drop this album. I'm gonna go ahead and put this out. You know, no, you can tell niggas really love their craft, man. That's the thing. Niggas really fuck with their craft for real. And you could tell by the output of the music, bro. This shit is amazing. How these niggas, as they continue to get older, they still remain sharp, energetic, enthused. Like, niggas is just getting busy, bro. Like, this how it should be, though. And I think this year in particular is gonna be an example for younger rappers in their 20s, you know, early 30s. That as you continue to get older, bro, you can continue to get busy. You could continue to put out dope music. You could continue to still have the impact. You know, your fan base ain't leaving you. Your fan base still want to hear from you. Don't feel like because, you know, you're getting older, you a dinosaur in this shit, bro. Like, no, you can still have impact. You can still get busy. You can still put out dope music. So, again, salute the Supreme clientele too, bro. I'm going to continue to spin this shit. I'm going to continue to spend all this. It was just, again, this has been a dope summer for music, man. Summer 2025, as far as rap, I really don't have no complaints for real. I really don't. I really don't. I can't look around and be like, you know, rap was on life alert. Now, 2023, around this time, early 2023, it was looking kind of spooky for rap. And it's funny because I was having this conversation with my boy Mook. Shout out my nigga Mook. He was talking about, he old school dude. He loved Wu-Tang, he loved Clips, all that. And he was talking about like, yeah, man, I kind of felt like rap was on, kind of on life support, but I'm glad some of the older statesmen is like really still keeping a stamp in the game. They still feeling sharp. And I was kind of telling them like, bro, like when it comes to rap, everything has its trajectory as far as like, they peaks and valleys. Yeah, we hit a low valley in 2023, but I feel like everything kind of always comes back around. And when I'm talking about come back around, I'm talking about in terms of the energy. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't ever say that rap is really gonna completely fall off. I can't say that. Especially when you got rappers in their late 40s and 50s setting an example for, yeah, bro, you can still have that momentum. Yeah, you can still have that youthful spirit, not forcing it. And again, not feeling like I have to do this. I want to do this. Again, not feeling like I have to do this due to any contract obligation or, well, this is my 8th album I got to do so I can get up out of here. Well, I got to do this to get my master's back. Oh, I got to do this so I can pay this. And No, like these niggas is really enjoying what they doing. You can hear it in the records. The energy is there. The energy is there. It's felt. It's impactful. And these niggas not playing around, bro. Like, it's like I said, we're going to get to a time where we're going to revisit this time period in rap and look at what the veteran rappers were doing in this year. I'm going to go ahead and stamp that. I'm going to say that. Even with 2 Chainz, I didn't get a chance to listen to 2 Chainz album. I'm going to listen to it and I'm going to probably review it next week. But even 2 Chainz like mid-40s, still putting out quality work because this is what these niggas love to do. And again, a lot of the times, some of the rappers, they use rap as an outlet to make a better life for themselves, their families, all that. I understand that. But if you ever feel like you're getting to a point where you feel like I have to do this, you should stop doing it. Because the output is not gonna be receptive. And I feel like they be knowing it, but they feel like as if they might still sell because their fan base is gonna buy it regardless, that it don't matter. But ultimately, you gotta love what you do. And that goes for anything. This just ain't a rap. And I know I'm talking about because, I'm speaking about these rap albums. But this go for anything, bro. You got to ultimately love what you do. Whenever you get to a point where you feel like I have to do this, you should stop doing it. But again, dope weekend for music, man. Again, shout out to Offset. Shout out to Ghostface. Hey, man, Supreme clientele too, man. Just definitely, it's up there with Alfredo too. Let God sort them out. I'm putting it up there, man. Those salute to y'all, man, for getting busy, man. So moving on, moving on to some sports shit, man. We had some funny shit happen in sports this past week, man. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start off with this. Now, if anybody follow me on Twitter, everybody, I was talking about, Anthony Richardson, Justin Fields. I said I was really gonna get in my bag and get on these niggas. But you know what, man? I'm still gonna do that. I'm still gonna don't get it fucked up. Don't get it twisted. I'm still going to do that. But I kind of want to. I don't want to give it what people was expecting. So let me just start off with Anthony Richardson, right? Anthony Richardson basically he didn't get the starting job. They're gonna go ahead. They're gonna roll with Daniel Jones. Here's my thing with Anthony Richardson. Coming into the 2023 draft, everybody was just so enamored and just amazed by his physical attributes. He's like 6'4", 250, runs 4.4, rocket arm, all that. So everybody was saying, hey, this guy's a project, but the reward on this could be crazy. High risk, high reward type stock. And we're to the point now where I feel like as if I'm the Colts, you got to take the L as far as this stock not working out. You took the risk. It didn't work out. At this point, you naming Daniel Jones your starter, I don't see no situation to where as if you put this man back in. Unless, God forbid, Daniel Jones gets hurt. Because of the fact of the matter is, you took a chance on it, it didn't work. Now, the Colts, they have a good roster. They have a playoff roster. The quarterback position is terrible. We're to the point now in the NFL where the quarterback position is the most important position in the NFL. And if the quarterback is not, the days are long gone of game manager. Those days are done. You need a franchise quarterback. You swung and you missed. Now, unfortunately, if you're the GM of the Colts, you might lose your job because, quarterback can't lose your job. You took him 4th overall. He shouldn't have been drafted 4th overall. That's the problem here. Anthony Richardson should have been a 2nd-round pick, late 1st round, sit for a year, get you a bridge quarterback with no expectations of winning, and then you put him in, and then you see what happens. But to throw him out, he was way too raw. He came into the game completing 53% of his passes. He's still completing 53% of his passes. He had a stretch where he was completing 44% of his passes. That's like all-time record lows for quarterback. And the fact of the matter is, he just don't got it. He just don't got it. He don't. And if by some miracle he was to get his job back and he performs, I'll walk back everything I said. But I just don't see it. Just don't see it. Again, I wasn't high on him coming out of Florida. He has all the physical attributes, but it's more than that. So he does have outlier plays. Like he does have those plays where it's like, oh, wow, that was a crazy throw. But your outlier plays are not who you are. Who you are is who you are consistently. And who he is consistently is taking unnecessary hits, subbing himself out of a game because he's tired, not reading the defense properly, missing throws. His accuracy is shot. Again, he has a strong arm. But he's completing 53% of his passes for a reason. Now, I did see this one play where people be like, this is why you don't give up on him. He had an amazing throw. Had the corner draped on his receiver, put it right in the breadbasket, over the top throw. But if you look at that tape, he had the running back wide open on the real route. Little shit like that matters. The hit that he took in Baltimore on the sack, that's you not seeing the blitz coming. Because if you did see the blitz coming, you would have seen your running back and your tight end wide open in the flat. But what happens? You get sacked, you get hurt. And another thing, he's injury prone. Now, some Colts fans are telling me, and I got a few homies who are Colts fans, and be like, no, Mike, you can't give up on him. Okay, cool. I understand that because you invested a 4th round pick in him. So you don't move on him from right now. But he got one more year on his contract. So what you going to do? Because if Daniel Jones does somewhat of an okay job, he's not getting back on the field. If Daniel Jones is able to at least contend them or get them into the playoffs, it's over for him. It's over. Because I don't see a situation where y'all going to extend him. I definitely don't see that. He got one more year on this rookie deal. But sometimes you swing and you miss. And sometimes you got to go ahead and just accept that's what it was. And that's what it is with Anthony Richardson. And it's not like I want to, I want to see him do bad. I saw what I saw. And what I saw and what I tend to see, 9 times out of 10 want to believe it unless they do a 180. He ain't done no 180 yet, and we 3 years in. So it would take a huge, huge turnaround for me to be an Anthony Richardson believer again. But I think that relationship it could be over with him and the Colts, especially if Daniel Jones plays well. Especially if Daniel Jones plays. And I don't like Daniel Jones. This is not me campaigning for Daniel Jones. I'm not a Daniel Jones fan. I didn't like him in New York. I didn't like him when the Giants got to the playoffs with him. And he won a playoff game in Minnesota. I still didn't like him. Because I watched this game and I know what I'm watching and I know what I'm talking about. So when I see certain things with certain players, you gotta roll that out consistently for me to be a believer. You are not your outliers. You're not. You're not your outliers. Next up, Justin Fields. It's over. It's over. That I was a fan of Justin Fields coming out of Ohio State. And one of the things that I overlooked that I thought he was going to clean up on was his first reads. Justin Fields made, if you look at his last couple of games, especially against Clemson in that playoff game where he dismantled him, an amazing game. And again, Justin Fields kind of like Anthony Richardson, got a great arm. But the little things, the quarterback IQ, the accuracy, the decision making, like he literally just wants to be a runner. Like it's so funny because we saw an NFL photo when he was taking photo shoots, players take photo shoots for their team. And he was in a running pose. You a quarterback. He not even in the throwing motion. You get what I'm saying? Like Justin Fields, he's just not a good quarterback. He's not. And I do want to see these guys be good, but how many more chances are you going to give them? Got drafted by Chicago 2021, didn't work out. Went to Pittsburgh, lost your job to Russell Wilson when he got healthy again. Now you're in New York on a 3-year has looked horrendous in the preseason. He can't throw a screen pass properly. He got a running back out in the flat. He overthrowing him. He missing assignments. Not making the proper reads. He don't go through his reads good at all. Pocket presence is shot. And the little things that, at least get the little things. You be able to make a screen pass throw as a starting quarterback, that should be doable. Hitting a running back in the flat, that's doable. Hitting a hitch route, that should be doable. Then you gain more knowledge by reading defenses and seeing mismatches and understanding all that. No, they're not getting anywhere with Justin Fields, bro. And you got to start believing, right situation this, right situation that. How many more situations you got to put Justin Fields in till you finally understand this is who they are? This is the NFL, man. And again, Justin Fields, you've been in the league since 2021. So now 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. This is your 5th year and you're still the same guy. He has not gotten better. Maybe change positions, become a wide receiver. If you want to have a career in the NFL, but your days as a starting quarterback in the league, no. And my assessment is strictly off of what I see on tape. I don't got nothing against none of these guys personally at all. At all. But I got to call a spade a spade. I have no problem getting on even my quarterback. It's funny because shout out Drew. Drew was like, don't forget your boy Bryce Young. I got on Bryce last year. I still got a clip up of Bryce getting on Bryce last year when he got benched. He need to get benched. But you know what the difference is between Bryce and these guys? When Bryce got benched, when he got his job back, he showed why he was the number 1 overall pick. So now he has to continue that momentum going into this year, which I believe he will. Some people respond to certain shit differently. See, Anthony Richardson got benched. You got your job back, and you're still the same guy. What are you supposed to do with that? Excuse me. What are you supposed to do with that? How many more teams are going to give Justin Fields a 2-3 year deal? At some point, you just got to move on. And you got to look yourself in the mirror as a Colts organization, as a Jets organization, and be like, yeah, we missed. And the Jets just seem to be in quarterback purgatory. They have yet to have a franchise quarterback since I've been alive. Every person that the Jets have had since I've been watching football as a kid has been a game manager. Oh, this guy, Vinny Testaverde, Chad Pennington. We ain't got Brett Favre. Mark Sanchez out of USC, game manager. Got to the AFC Championship game the first 2 years. Ryan Fitzpatrick. They just cannot hit on the quarterback position. And they still not hitting with Justin Fields. They still not. They still not. So again, that's my spiel as far as Anthony Richardson and Justin Fields, but it pack those two situations up. Pack those two situations up, bro. It's over. And you just take it and you learn from it. So next up, I got my NFL award predictions that I want to give out prior to the season. My predictions on who I think is going to win these awards. I think it's going to be a great year, man. So for my MVP, I got Jordan Love. Offensive Player of the Year, I got Jahmyr Gibbs from Detroit. I think Jahmyr Gibbs is going to have, I think this is the year where he really takes off like a rocket. I really like Jahmyr Gibbs, what he does for the Lions. I think he's going to be more of a focal point for them this year. Defensive Player of the Year, I got TJ Watt. I was kind of tossed between him and Myles Garrett, but you can't really go wrong. Rookie of the Year, Cam Ward. As you know, I spoke about Cam Ward last year. I think he'll be a great quarterback for the Tennessee Titans for the foreseeable future. Defensive Rookie of the Year, I got Abdul Carter. That man's tape is crazy. And he's in New York with a couple of guys on the D-line already with Dexter Lawrence. You know, you got Brian Burns. I think he's gonna have a tremendous rookie year. Tremendous rookie year. And Coach of the Year, I'm gonna go with Mike Vrabel in New England. I think he's really gonna turn them around. I think he's gonna get that offense flowing, even though he is a defensive guy. But I just think, you know, with the additions that he made and the mindset, Mike Vrabel, he's always been a good coach. I see you saw what he's done in Tennessee. I think he's gonna turn them boys around, man. I think he's gonna. So those are my NFL award predictions this year. Jordan Love, my MVP. Jordan Love, I think he's really one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the league. I got him ranked top 10, and I just think he continues to get better each year. And I think this is the year where he really just boom, like I'm one of the best in this shit. I'm one of the best in this shit. So those are my NFL award predictions. So next up, we got the all-quarter NBA. This is on some NBA shit. All NBA quarter team. Now, the only reason why I want to talk about this shit was for one reason and one reason only. And niggas, if you follow me, you know where I'm about to go with this. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to name the all-quarter century teams first. This was done by the CBS Sports Analyst NBA staff. So the all-quarter century team, first team is Steph Curry, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Tim Duncan, and Nikola Jokic. This is based all since the last 25 years, so since 2000. All NBA quarter century team, 2. Chris Paul, Dwayne Wade, Kevin Durant, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Shaquille O'Neal. And third team, Steve Nash, James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, Dirk Nowitzki, Dwight Howard. Now everybody knows Joker. Joker is one of my favorite players, and I already have him as the second best center of all time. So I'm going to go ahead and I want to thank CBS for obviously putting him on the first team over Shaq because, you know, there's constantly conversations about who's better between Shaq and Joker, who would do this, who would do that. Listen, at the end of the day, Shaq all-time great, Joker all-time great. Joker's just better, straight up. Better scorer. He's literally a point guard playing center. Literally a point guard playing center. Now, I'm not saying, hypothetically speaking, because everybody want to do the hypothetical. They match up, da-da-da-da. I don't care about none of that. When I look at tape and I look at basketball, Joker plays basketball better than Shaq. And it's crazy because the reason why I find it so funny because I've been saying this for like 3-4 years. I've been saying Joker surpassed Shaq probably like 2022, 2023, somewhere around there. I've been saying that. And niggas just gonna have to accept it. That's just what it is. Like, he's just better. He's just better at him. As far as any other changes on here, of course, I would have James Harden on the first team over Dwayne Wade. Come on, man. Everybody knows that. Shout out to James Harden. I would have James Harden on that list on the first team. Swap him and Dwayne Wade. And I would put Steve Nash over Chris Paul on the second team. But other than that, everything else is pretty much consistent. Not mad at it. Kevin Durant on the second team. Giannis on the second team. Dirk Nowitzki on the third team. A lot of people feel like probably Kevin Garnett probably should have been on that team. But I get it. Dwight Howard at center, of course, well deserved. You know what's so funny is because they put AD on the anniversary team, 75th team, 75 player team. But CBS had Dwight Howard on the third team for the all-quarter century team. Now, I find that kind of odd. That just lets me know that niggas know Dwight Howard should have been on that 75 team, bro. Like, come on, bro. Let's be for real. He should have been on that team. We just gotta we gotta be honest, man. I don't understand how the fuck they fumbled that shit. But shout out to Dwight. And I think Dwight is playing a tricky game getting Shaq to bring him out for his Hall of Fame shit. But that's another story for another day, man. That's another story for another day. So another quarter century list that came out. This one really had me tripping, bro. This shit really had me tripping. So, top 25 best college football players of the century, right? This was done by Bleacher Report. So, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go through this list, right? Because this shit was hilarious. I'm going to start off with the honorable mentions that got left off. So, the honorable mentions that got left off was Johnny Manziel, Adrian Peterson, Chase Young, Darren McFadden, Derrick Henry, James Laurinaitis, Justin Blackman, Kellen Moore, Marcus Mariota, Sean Taylor, Tyrann Mathieu. Now, these were the honorable mentions that got left off. Let's go ahead and roll off this list. So, at 25, David Pollock, Georgia linebacker. Jonathan Taylor, running back. Khalil Mack at 23. Michael Crabtree, 22. Very, very good college wide receiver, by the way. Deshaun Watson, quarterback, Clemson, 21. At 20, Andrew Luck. 19, Christian McCaffrey. 18, Joe Thomas. 17, Roy Williams, safety, Oklahoma. 16, Matt Leinart. 15, Terrell Suggs. 14, Aaron Donald. 13, Devontae Smith. 12, Travis Hunter. 11, Lamar Jackson. 10, Brian McKinney, tackle, Miami. 9, Baker Mayfield. 8, Larry Fitzgerald. 7, Joe Burrow. 6, Ed Reed. 5, Vince Young. 4, Ndamukong Suh. 3, Reggie Bush. Number 2, Cam Newton. Number 1, Tim Tebow. Now, I'm not just saying this because I'm a Florida State fan. I'm really not. There's no way you can have this list without Jameis Winston. It's not possible. It's not possible that you can have this list without Jameis Winston, bro. In 2013, Jameis Winston did this as a freshman. Heisman, Walter Camp Award, Manning Award, Davey O'Brien Award, AP College Player of the Year, Consensus All-American, Sports News Player of the Year, ACC Player of the Year, First Team All-ACC, ACC Rookie of the Year, BCS National Champ MVP. How could you have this list? How do you have Andrew Luck and Baker Mayfield on here, but you don't have Jameis Winston? And I love Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck, I think, is the greatest quarterback prospect of all time, but you can't look at what Jameis Winston did in 2013 and not have him on this list. If I had to do a top 5, my top 5 for this list would be the best college football player of all time is Reggie Bush. Number 2, Cam Newton. Number 3, Jameis Winston. Number 4, Joe Burrow. Number 5, Vince Young. And to have Baker Mayfield at 9, that's kind of crazy, bro. And I was a Baker Mayfield fan. Trust me, I was. He did great shit at Oklahoma. He did. But 9, that's super high. That's super high for him. Like, you got to look at some of the guys that he's over. Like, he's over Matt Leinart. I can't say that he had a better career than Matt Leinart at USC. You get what I'm saying? Like, hell no. Like, that run from 02 to 05? Fuck no. He's over Travis Hunter. I can't put him over Travis Hunter. He's over Lamar Jackson. I can't put him over Lamar Jackson. You get what I'm saying? Who else? Ooh, some other notables. Let me see. Everybody else, okay, cool. But yeah, this was kind of crazy. Tim Tebow, I get it. When Tim Tebow played at Florida, he was a god in college football. That's just what it was. But put him as the best? Hell no. I'm not putting him over Cam Newton and Reggie Bush. It's not happening. That was the top 3. I can't even. No, it's Reggie Bush, Cam Newton. And salute to Cam Newton. Cam Newton will be getting his number retired at Auburn. Well overdue. But yeah, this is kind of crazy, bro. Jameis Winston 100% deserves to be on this list, bro. 100%. This is kind of crazy. Insane, actually. Again, my top 5 would be Reggie Bush, Cam Newton, Jameis Winston, Joe Burrow, and Vince Young. Those are some of the best college players I've ever seen. I don't think you can really make an argument against that 5. I don't think you can, bro. It's no way. But Tim Tebow at 1? No. I get it, but no. I'm sorry, bro. I can't give you that one, bro. I'm sorry. Nah. So that's all I pretty much got for that, because I came across that yesterday because college football kicked off on week 0. I think the top, and we got a top 25 matchup. It was Iowa State and Kansas State. I think that was a pretty good game, man. I think Iowa State came out victorious on that. Let me see. Let me pull that up. Yeah, Iowa State won that game 24-21. Big 12 matchup. Yeah, that was a pretty good game. They had that in Dublin, Ireland. So shout out to that again. So next up, Tank versus Jake Paul. And listen, niggas can talk that money shit all they want. That's fine. I'll never tell a nigga how he's supposed to handle his money or go get money when it comes to their sport. Outside of that, this some bullshit. This some bullshit. Tank at 30 years old should not be fighting a gimmick in Jake Paul. He shouldn't. I don't care what the purse is. Now I see everybody trying to make the comparison with Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather was 44 years old when he fought his brother Logan Paul. Floyd Mayweather at 30 years old fought a then at the time undefeated Ricky Hatton for I think 2 titles at the time. That was a huge fight around that time. 30 years old, Floyd was fighting Ricky Hatton, undefeated, putting his undefeated record on the line. Tank is 30 years old. Again, he should not be fighting Jake Paul. I'm sorry. This some bullshit. And niggas can make all the excuses. Oh, who are y'all to say? Get your money. But this is the prime of your career, bro. And he's below you. Jake Paul is below you, bro. That's just me being honest. He's below you. Hell no. And I won't be tuning into that shit. I won't. But I could not let that slide. Like, I see what niggas saying. I see what niggas doing, and I'm not rolling. I'm not rolling, bro. You can't get that one off on me, bro. I'm sorry. This some bullshit. I'm sorry. So you can take that and take that shit elsewhere. Because I'm not rolling with that. It's goofy, bro. It's goofy. Niggas talking about this could be his biggest payday. I'm seeing where Floyd was talking to, Tank on the jet, talking about it. No, I don't know. Because Floyd, at the end of the day, he does what he want to do. So you're going to tell the boxers, do what you want to do. But I'm pretty sure if Floyd was to give his honest opinion at 30 years old, Floyd wouldn't have did no shit like this. At 30 years old, Floyd was not doing it. That's like literally your peak prime as a boxer. Floyd fought prime Canelo Alvarez at 36 years old when Canelo was 22. Floyd did that at 36. Again, another undefeated bout. Canelo came into that fight undefeated. Floyd came into that fight undefeated, but he was 36. And Floyd still was in his prime. We got to think, at 36 years old, a lot of boxers on the downside. No, that motherfucker was still in his prime. In my opinion. Fuck the age. So Tank doing this at 30 years old, this some whack shit, bro. And niggas just got to be honest about it. But niggas ain't going to be honest about it because they looking at it from a money aspect. That's some whack shit, bro. I'm sorry, bro. So, yeah, man, that's pretty much all I got for this week, man. That's all I got for y'all, man. Again, it was a great week. I thank y'all again for tapping in with me. I'm going to continue to put out this dope content for y'all. I love this shit. I'm going to continue to put in this work. With that being said, y'all continue also to chase your dreams. I said this the other day. Write your goals down. Put a plan together. Execute said plan. And pray daily. You do those 4 things, you're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. Because one thing I know for sure, when you put a goal down, man upstairs ain't going to tell you the road it's going to take to get there. He got it there for you, but he can't tell you the road. Because you got to put in the work, and ultimately you got to have faith. You got to believe in your shit. If you don't believe your shit and you don't love your shit, stop doing it. If you're doing it just to get money or get attention, stop doing it. If you're doing it because the last thing didn't work out and you're bored and you need something new to jump at, don't do it. But if you love what you love, you're going to have bumps. You're going to have peaks. You're going to have valleys. But it's going to work out. If you believe in your shit, it's going to work out. You will be fine. Continue to get your ass in that gym. Get your ass in that gym. Reggie, if you're listening, I seen you the other day. You say you was going to finally get in the gym. You've been saying that for a few years now. Hopefully you get your ass in there, my nigga. It's all love. But please, y'all, get y'all ass in the gym. You'll be amazed at how, when you get in the gym, how to transition to the other aspects of your life. It will reward you. It will. So again, please again to tap in with me on Apple, SoundCloud, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram at I'm Not Repeating Myself Pod. TikTok, I'm Not Repeating Myself Pod. Doesn't cost nothing for y'all to do that. And again, ultimately, please be safe. So like I say every week, man, this is I'm Not Repeating Myself Podcast. I'm your host, Mike. And I hope you heard what I said the first time because I'm not repeating myself. I'm out.